So, you might have seen my video a couple of weeks ago on Argonne Forest and how I think it's the best map currently in Battlefield 1. Well, today I'm going to go one step further and give you guys some info on how to utilize the map as best as possible, no matter what your preferred playstyle is. First of all, let's look at Argonne Forest as a whole. The map is designed to focus on infantry combat almost exclusively. The only vehicle you'll find here is the armoured train. Its linear layout spanning the length of the train track that runs through the middle gives way to plenty of locations that end up being the focus points for the Conquest game mode. You've got the SCHWARZWALD trenches, the howitzer bunker, HELLFIRE junction on the bridge, and trust me, that really can be hell. You've got KAISER'S Ridge and Abbey Ruins as well. All of these locations are strung together by three main lanes. First of all, you've got a heavy, dense canyon route to the west of the map, the much more obvious train track in the centre, and then the lower east lane, which is much more open. The west lane that links the trenches and the bunker together is really the location where you'll want to take a close quarters weapon, like a shotgun or an SMG. The tight pass and the rocky landscape mixed in with thick foliage allows enemies to hide just about anywhere. Not only that, but the shotguns and SMGs are assault class weapons, and that brings explosives into play like dynamite and the rocket gun, and they can be used to flush out enemies of those hiding spots. HELLFIRE Junction manages to link together a lower under-bridge area, which is full of wreckage of the crashed train, and again, the close-range fighter is going to succeed here, but it also has an on-top-of-the-bridge area as well, where the Conquest flag is, and the lines of sight up here extend a lot further. You'll need to be really careful on top of the bridge, as the thick trees clear just enough to allow this small arena to be created, and snipers can hide on the edge of that and pick you off as you try and claim the bridge for your team. When you're actually trying to take the bridge, either yourself or one of your teammates should take up one of the two machine gun placements that look over it. You'll need to be physically on the bridge to capture the point, so having that machine gun trained on the opposite side of the bridge to suppress the enemy and hit them if you can be a really handy asset. If the machine guns are taken, there is a well-placed field gun on the edge of the Abbey Ruins location that would be perfect for firing across the bridge. If you're one of the snipers, however, this location is the best place to be on the map. Stick with a low-powered scope on your rifle, or even go with a rifleman setup and just use the iron sights. Argonne's engagement ranges are pretty short, so no need for high-powered scopes here. There's a small underground bunker in between the Abbey Ruins and KAISER'S Ridge locations, and this can be really handy for making a sneaky push onto one of the objectives. But do be aware, the exits of the bunker are in plain sight of those two objectives. It does cut down the time it takes to get between the two locations, but it can lead to some surprise attacks from enemies who were waiting for you. The elite classes make an appearance on Argonne Forest as well. The one you'll want is the Flame Trooper, and the kit is located just underneath the HELLFIRE Junction bridge right here. Imagine spewing flames down the tight lanes here, lighting up the enemy team and just causing utter chaos. Argonne Forest suits a lot of other game modes as well, working really well on Rush and as a part of the Operations game mode. The linear layout of the map keeps the fight focused around specific areas, with a few key flanking routes to keep the enemy team on their toes. War pigeons can be much trickier due to all the foliage in your line of sight. Try and keep that pigeon in possession with your team, because trying to shoot it down through all the trees is going to be a nightmare. Argonne is a great map for infantry battles, and the centre of it all is HELLFIRE Junction. It really is a great name because things can get very, very frantic around that point. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know if you like the style of the video down below in the comments, and maybe we can do some more in-depth stuff on other maps as we move forward. Keep your eyes on the channel, youtube.com/Westie, over the next week or so for some new videos. I've got plenty in progress right now. But until then, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.